colleagues. It's me. Today we are going to read a very interesting story for the kids called The Blanket That Traveled the World. Are you ready? Let's go. She had an old blanket which was as colorful as a rainbow. She loved that blanket very much. Every night before going to bed, she would snuggle with it. Whenever she felt sad or lonely, she would wrap herself in the blanket and feel better. Abena and Kwame explained everything to her about their magical blanket. The wise woman said, "Don't worry, I will stitch the blanket back together." The blanket glowed once more and became soft and fluffy, just the right size for one person to snuggle in. Then the wise woman gave the blanket to Abena and said, "Take this blanket to the village chief's house. He is feeling very sad because his son has gone to the city and he doesn't have anyone to talk to." With that, she took out a needle and thread from her bag and started stitching the blanket. He thanked Abena and told her to come back whenever she needed anything. Abena returned happily. From that day on, whenever anyone in the village felt sad or lonely, they would take the blanket and wrap themselves in it. It made them feel much better. Once upon a time, in a village in Africa, there lived a young girl whose name was Abena. The end. We should always be grateful for what we have. If we are happy and content with what we have, then our happiness will increase many times. Abena was happy with her colorful blanket, so when the magic happened, she wished for something that would make everyone happy. That is why the blanket became the world's happiest blanket. So Abena offered to share her blanket with him. They both snuggled under the blanket and made a wish. "I wish this blanket could cover the entire world," said Kwame. "I wish it could keep everyone warm at night," added Abene. As soon as they said that, the blanket started glowing. Before they knew it, the blanket grew bigger and bigger until it covered the whole world. One day, while playing near the river, Abena met her friend Kwame. Kwame did not have a blanket like Abena had. Abena and Kwame were very happy seeing the world covered in their blanket. But after a few days, they started getting worried. You see, the blanket had become so big that its ends had started touching each other, making the whole thing very heavy. And since no one could hold such a heavy blanket, it started falling apart. Seeing this, Abena and Kwame started crying. The song was so beautiful that all the animals of the forest, birds in the sky, and the humans on the land stopped their work and started listening to it. When the wise woman finished stitching the blanket, she said, "You have to make a wish again. But this time, you must wish for something small, something you can manage." Then an old wise woman came to them and asked, "Why are you shedding tears?" As the wise woman stitched, she hummed a beautiful song. This time, Abena wished that the blanket could cover anyone who was feeling sad or lonely. When the chief saw the blanket, he was very happy. And that is how the blanket that traveled the world ended up becoming the world's happiest blanket. So, my dear colleagues, this was the story for today. What did you learn from this story? That is right. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you next time.
Thank you for watching, little dreamers. We hope you love the story as much as we loved sharing it with you. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a magical bedtime story. And leave a comment to tell us what your favorite part was. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time for another magical tale. Good night.